guys, there's an awesome mystery box challenge. Stay tuned and you'll get to figure out how to win.
Guys, I think Jesus would love comic books.
What do you mean? Yeah, he's not a kid or a nerd.
Well, last week we saw Jesus tell parables, which are short stories, to the crowds of people, which is basically a comic.
Yeah, the stories taught us to share what you have.
And a nerd is really a network emergency repair dude.
All right, that's cool.
And so is responsibility. Let's get to our Bible story, and during the teaching, find out how you can win a prize.
Today, we're in the book of Proverbs, which is full of wise sayings. Many of these came from a king, Solomon. Solomon became a king at a very young age. He was worried about how he could lead without much experience. One night, God spoke in a dream and told Solomon he could have any gift he wanted. Solomon could have asked for money or power, but instead, Solomon asked God for wisdom so he could be the best leader for his people. God listened and honored Solomon by making him the wisest man on earth. Many of the things Solomon learned and said were written down together with other wisdom. The sayings called Proverbs are short sentences or stories that help people make wise decisions in their everyday lives, which is where our story starts.
Did you guys know that God designed all of us, every single person, for good work? It's actually one of the first things we discovered in the Bible. The first thing God did after creating the world and then Adam and Eve was to give them the amazing job of caring for creation. Our job is to love God and love others. It often takes hard work, and in Proverbs we find some unlikely role models for that hard work. Ants, that's right, those creepy little crawlers that most people try to step on. They're rock stars. Did you know that an ant can lift up to 50 times its own weight? And for every human on Earth, there are 1 million ants. Okay, maybe don't think about that part too much, but ants are fascinating, and there's a lot we can learn from them. And in Proverbs 6, we read,
You people who don't want to work, think about the ant. Consider ways and be wise. It has no commander, it has no leader or ruler.
Ants show us how to work, and they don't need anyone to tell them what to do. They each have their own jobs, and they work hard every day. In an ant colony, some ants find food, some find food for larvae, and others take out the trash. And some ants even stand guard.
Come on, everybody, let's go!
Working is better when we do it together.
And it's just like that. You can take responsibility for your own chores and schoolwork. Sure you can. Try not to wait for somebody to tell you to get started with it or to follow through with it. And if you need help, take responsibility to ask for it. We know you can do it.
Ants show us something else too, but it stores up its food in the summer. It gathers its food at harvest time.
So ants also teach us when to work. They know the best time to put in hard work. In the summer and fall, there's lots of food. Ants gather plenty to eat for themselves and take back to the nest.
Pancakes, maple syrup, jackpot over here. Need an extra hand or leg with this strawberry?
In the winter, the ants can cozy up and rest, staying warm together safely below ground. You know, that's a great picture for us, when it's time to work hard and when it's time to rest well.
Learn how to truly take a break. Not on the screen, but hanging out with friends, spending time outside, discovering something new, or just being still.
God designed us for both rest and work. They go together. So let's take a look at the whole thing together.
You people who don't want to work, think about the ant. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander. It has no leader or ruler, but it stores up its food in the summer. It gathers its food at harvest time.
So, in the spring, when the ants are out and about, take a good look. I mean, you might just discover a whole new world. The end.
Wow, ants are amazing. Though, I still don't want a million of them.
Hey, you can enter and win our Mystery Box Challenge by emailing the verse of the lesson and how many times the donkey appeared. All right, back to our lesson. The best thing is that ants don't give up until the job is done.
So, what's our part in the story?
Well, one of the reasons ants are so awesome is because no one has to tell them how hard to work. They know what to do and they do it.
You mean they anticipate?
That's it. You know what? They actually do. In fact, Jesus is the most incredible example of what working hard means to us. He came to rescue us and he followed through to the very end.
I never thought about it that way.
You probably know what your parents and teachers expect of you, like making your bed or doing your homework before dinner. You don't have to wait for somebody to remind you 3 times. just to do it real quick.
Like I could surprise my parents by putting the dishes into the dishwasher before they even ask me to.
Or if you see someone who needs help, don't wait for them to ask. Offer a hand.
That's right. And even if the job feels hard or frustrating, you can stick with it.
Kind of like my laundry, because somehow
There's always more.
That sounds rough, but it's important to work hard, even when your part doesn't feel super important, like in a group project. You work hard, it's actually a way to love others and honor God.
So take a lesson from your tiny friends.
and do the work of God designed for you.
And keep your eyes open for the ants.
So here's the thing. Work hard even when you feel like giving up.
Responsibilities. I think we got it. Let's gather those hands and pray, guys. God, thank you for the way you made us and the abilities you've given us to work hard. Help us give our best in everything we do. Remind us to work hard so we can love those around us and honor you. Amen. Later, dudes.
Bye.
Bye.